Welcome to Universitas Negeri Makassar. Universitas Negeri Makassar is one of state universities in Indonesia located in Makassar, South Sulawesi. UNM has a strong vision as a center for education, study and development of education, science, technology and arts with educational and entrepreneurial perspective. UNM provides an integrated service center to ensure good university governance. This is the counseling center that provides counseling services for staffs and students. This is the ICT Center with the vision to be the leader in the development and management of information technology services with the educational and entrepreneurial perspective. This is the Central Library that provides variety of books and open access resources to support study and research. This is the banking facility at UNM. This is the Language Center, which provides services for students to improve their language skills. Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar. Welcome to the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar. The Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar has 12 study programs. 3 of them are currently being proposed for ASIIN International Accreditation. Now I'm standing in front of the Decanate building where the Dean, Vice Deans, and Integrated Services are located. The Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar has vision to excel nationally and globally competitive in developing mathematics and natural sciences and learning, as well as to produce competent graduates in their field, literate in information and technology, and entrepreneurial-minded in 2025. In order to maximize the services, the faculty provides various facilities, including Dean Room, Head of Study Program Room, Lecture Room, toilets for male, female, and also for people with disability. Before entering the building, everyone should wear a mask, wash their hands, and have their body temperature checked. The Biology Study Program is one of study program at the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar that carry out academic and professional education and science field. The study program was established on April 1997. This is the Genetics and Molecular Biology Laboratory. The laboratory provides practical experiences of major analytical techniques used in genetics and molecular biology. In order to support this aim, the laboratory is equipped with such facilities as optical instrument, fermentation, incubator, and incubator carbon dioxide. The laboratory also provides biosafety cabinet class 2, growth chamber, room for DNA extraction, RNA nanospectrophotometer, PCR, quantitative PCR, gel electrophoresis and band gel image, GCFID, room storage, refrigerated centrifuge velocity, microcentrifuge, ultrasonic cleaner, spectrophotometer, stereo microscope, and fluorescent microscope with a camera. The Genetic and Molecular Biology Laboratory also linked to the Laboratory of Microbiology, which studies microbiology and biotechnology in terms of how fundamental knowledge of microbiology can be applied together with the acquisition of practical and generic skills. The laboratory has main facilities for microbe isolation and provide basic skill extraction of natural active compounds. The laboratory has main room for student desk work, sterilization, and incubation room. The Laboratory of Aquaculture focus on optimization of microalgae growth such as chlorella species, nanochloropsis species, spirulina species, etc. to help shrimp or fish develop faster and produce better fillets. The Laboratory of Plant Tissue Culture will provide techniques used to maintain or grow plant cells, tissue, or organs under sterile conditions on a nutrient culture medium of known composition. The Laboratory of Zoology covers various zoological experiments and specimen preservation. The laboratory provides techniques and illustrations relevant to zoological experiments, such as rearing animals, and then proceed to tackling the morphology and anatomy of various animals, particularly mice as animal model and microscopical techniques.
The Laboratory of Botany will allow students to deal with the study of plants, including their structure, properties, and biochemical as well as physiological processes. It also includes plant classification, the study of plant diseases, and interactions with the environment. The Laboratory of Microtechnique respects to both plant microtechnique and animal microtechnique. The laboratory has such equipments as a staining set, microtome, hot plate, oven, and optical apparatus. The common methods used are whole mounds, smears, squashes, and sections. The preparation techniques used in the micro-observation is paraffin method. Therefore, students will learn about cell biology as well as histology more comprehensively. Those laboratories will gain the learning outcomes of interpreting plant and animal morphology, tissue, organ and anatomy, including identification and vegetation analysis techniques. The experimental farm was designed to support practical experiments and research conducted by biology study program. The experimental farm also provides practical training facilities for students as well as research facilities for the staffs. As practical and research concerns, the farm enables programs to be devised for the benefit of theoretical and applied studies. Experimental projects include issues bound up with farm management for improving techniques of herbaceous plant, workshop, fish pond that relate to aquaculture and fertilizing the land. Mushroom farming is one of the main activities for students to cultivate mushroom from spawn to the edible mushroom. The student activities use a semi-automatic substrate preparation technique. Mushroom cultivation is done by using Internet of Things moisture controlling system. And harvesting mushroom.
Geography laboratory consists of 7 rooms which ensure work safety. Geography Information System Laboratory is a laboratory that aims to facilitate students in developing the ability to collect, process, analyze, and present spatial data in digital form. This laboratory is integrated with all laboratories and geography courses that have output in the form of digital maps and spatial models. The laboratory aims to support the achievement of course learning outcome for the specification of GIS-1, GIS-2 Basic Remote Sensing, and Applied Remote Sensing courses. The Geography Information System Laboratory consists of 18 units of computers with high specifications and is equipped with mapping and spatial analysis software that is original licensed. This is the Oceanography Laboratory. The tools are an echo-sounder which functions to measure the depth of the water, SASI disk which serves to observe the turbidity of the waters, tidal pole which functions to observe the tides of the sea water, hand anemometer that serves to observe the direction and level of wind speed, a vacuum pump that functions to remove water content in sand, soil, and mud samples. Oceanography Laboratory is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop students' abilities in collecting, processing, analyzing, and presenting oceanographic data so as to produce good and accurate oceanographic data analysis. Oceanography Laboratory is to support course learning outcomes of courses such as oceanography as well as coastal and marine area management. The Soil Laboratory of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Negeri Makassar, is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop the ability to collect, process, analyze, and present soil data so as to produce good and accurate soil analysis, especially its physical and chemical properties. This laboratory supports several courses such as soil science, erosion and conservation, land evaluation, and environmental impact analysis. Existing facilities of soil laboratory in geography study program are soil drill, digital pH meter, soil sample rim, Erlenmeyer tube, farm hood cupboard, spectrophotometer, vibratory shift shaker, O-House Adventure Analytical Balance, and Universal Oven UF75.
The next laboratory is the Survey and Mapping Lab. The facilities consist of theodolite, total station and a spirit level that functions for retrieval, drones, roll meters, compass sites, handheld GPS, and geodetic GPS. The Survey and Mapping Laboratory of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences Universitas Negeri Makassar is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop the ability to collect, process, and analyze geosphere data that will be presented in a map. The Survey and Mapping Laboratory facilities for the Geography Department of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences Universitas Negeri Makassar will support such courses as cartography, handasa, photogrammetry, land evaluation, regional geography, map use, and environmental modeling courses, evaluation of land resources, regional and spatial analysis, conservation of natural resources, geomorphology of rivers and beaches, disaster mitigation, erosion, and conservation. The Water Quality Laboratory of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences Universitas Negeri Makassar is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop the ability to collect, process, and analyze data on the quality of surface water, groundwater, as well as lakes and reservoirs. This laboratory supports learning outcomes for the subjects of basic hydrology, analysis of environmental impacts, geohydrology, water quality, hydrometeorology, limnology, and evaluation of water resources. The laboratory facilities include DO meter, portable pH meter, vertical water sample, and spectrophotometer. The Meteorology and Climatology Laboratory of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences Universitas Negeri Makassar is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop students' abilities in collecting, processing, and analyzing meteorological and climatological data. This laboratory cooperates with the Meteorology and Climatology and Geophysics Agency of Pautere, Makassar City and Maros Regency. This laboratory supports several courses such as Meteorology and Climatology, Basic Hydrography, Applied Hydrometeorology, and Disaster Mitigation. The facilities of the Laboratory of Geology and Geomorphology includes a rock sample collection, geological compass, clinometer, roller meter, sieve, geological hammer, and multi-channel resistivity field. The Geology and Geomorphology Laboratory is a laboratory that aims to facilitate and develop students' abilities in collecting, processing, and analyzing data related to rocks and landforms. This laboratory supports the courses of Basic Geology, basic geomorphology, Indonesian geology, mineralogy and petrology, field structure geology, geohydrology, environmental geology, applied geomorphology, disaster mitigation, erosion and conservation. The Laboratory of Chemistry Department of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences Universitas Negeri Makassar is a laboratory that facilitates students in programming practicum courses in chemistry education study program. The microteaching laboratory is a means for chemistry education students to practice microteaching. This laboratory consists of microlearning practice room, observation room, and video production room. The mechanism for using laboratory and its tools is provided in the guidebook for the implementation of microteaching and standard operating procedures for the use of the microteaching. The microteaching course supports the graduate profile, namely to produce professional teachers in the field of chemistry at junior and senior high school and also vocational school. In the course, the students will learn microlearning techniques and basic teaching skills before carrying out microlearning practices. Each student appears at least twice to practice microlearning for 20 to 30 minutes under the observation of two colleagues and the supervisor. The aim is to provide input on the performance, the implementation of 8 basic teaching skills, and media and learning models used. As a final project, students are required to make learning videos of 15 to 20 minutes duration by implementing innovative learning models and using media that accommodates technological, pedagogical content knowledge and the use of local wisdom. This is one of the lecture rooms in the chemistry education study program, which is equipped with an LCD, whiteboard, and air conditioner. In conducting the class, lecturers implement innovative learning models such as discovery learning, inquiry learning, problem-based learning, and project-based learning to stimulate critical and creative thinking skills of chemistry education study program students. Each practicum is equipped with a practical guide. This practicum guide is prepared by a lecturer who is competent in the subject or who has the appropriate scientific field. Before students carry out the practicum, they should have studied the guide. This is Analytical Chemistry Laboratory, which is used for the practicum of Analytical Chemistry 1 and 2 courses. Students carry out several analytical activities for both qualitatively and quantitatively. Students carry out paper chromatography practicum. Identify cations and anions quantitatively. Weighing activities can support students' ability to skillfully determine the mass of material and sample accurately and thoroughly. Turbidimeter equipment is used to measure the turbidity of water samples and to support students skillfully in using and determining the quality of water samples quantitatively. Polarimeter equipment is used to determine the plan of sample polarization. This practicum supports students skillfully in using and determining sample quality quantitatively.
This is biochemistry laboratory, which is used to support implementation of experiments of biochemistry. In this laboratory, students will conduct determination of vitamin C level experiment along with supervisor. The students started the experiment with the preparation. Then, the students determined the level of vitamin C by using the titration method. The students also did the fermentation experiment by following the procedure. Then, the sample was sterilized by autoclave. Physical chemistry laboratory is used to support the implementation of experiment of Physical Chemistry 1 and Physical Chemistry 2 courses. In the laboratory, there are tools to investigate the properties of matter in gas, fluid, and solid phase. Hot plate is one of laboratory tools used to informally heat samples. This is laboratory of inorganic chemistry, which is used to support implementation of experiments of inorganic chemistry. In this laboratory, students will conduct experiments to synthesize inorganic compounds such as complex compounds and complex salt. In addition, in this laboratory, students also study the nature of inorganic compounds, and this is an example of determining the acid-base properties of aluminum using a universal indicator. This is the Organic Laboratory, which support the implementation of Organic 1 and Organic 2 practicum courses. In the Organic Laboratory, there are equipment that support students to perform various basic separation techniques of organic compounds. With the available equipment, students synthesize simple organic compounds and characterize the obtained organic compounds. Besides that, the Organic Chemistry Laboratory has equipment that can support students' ability to isolate compounds from natural ingredients. Students perform several isolation techniques from local natural materials with the provided equipment such as oxidation equipment, evaporators, and others. The chemistry laboratory is equipped with various instruments that function in qualitative and quantitative analysis to support practicum, courses, and research. Each instrument is equipped with standard operating procedure and logbooks. Gas chromatography tandem mass spectroscopy. Mercury analyzer. Ultra-high performance liquid chromatography. Total organic carbon analyzer. Ultra-high performance liquid chromatography mass spectroscopy. Ultraviolet visible spectrophotometer. Fourier transformation infrared spectrophotometer. Atomic analyzer spectrophotometer. Thank you for your attention.